The courtroom smelled like polished wood and fear. I sat stiff, palms pressed to my thighs, while she glared at me, her eyes sharp, clinical. "Gold digger," she spat, a single word aimed like a scalpel. Her lawyer, smiling too easily, too fondly, nodded in agreement. I felt the air tighten around me, thick enough to strangle. My throat went dry, but I said nothing. The judge glanced between us, waiting for the theatrics to end. I noticed how her fingers trembled slightly, a subtle crack in her armor. I stayed still, cold, detached, let her think she had won. Then the judge said, softly but with lethal precision, "So, an annual income of $550,000 is still considered gold digging, huh?" Her gasp was immediate. Her mouth opened, closed, tried to speak. Words failed her. I leaned back. Finally, a tiny silent pulse of satisfaction. I hadn't seen it at first, the subtle shifts, the hidden glances, the late nights, meetings, the phone locked with a code I didn't know. But then, the messages, a photo I wasn't meant to see, that casual hand on her lawyer's arm, too intimate for friendship. My mind didn't race, it calculated. She wasn't cheating out of passion, she was showing off, asserting power, rewriting the story I thought we had. My wife, the CEO, who had once called me her partner in everything, now laughing at my supposed ambition, or lack thereof. And I realized I had been the fool, or so she believed. Her betrayal didn't scream, it whispered, insidious. Each interaction carefully constructed, every explanation plausible, but the pattern was clear. I felt it in my chest, a cold tightening, a slow burn. I told myself, don't react, observe, calculate. I began quietly. Phone records first. Every call, every message time-stamped, cross-referenced. Subtle inconsistencies emerged, not enough for confrontation yet, but enough to confirm suspicion. Next, DNA tests. Yes, preposterous, but necessary. Every hidden line needed proof. I watched her. Meetings that were too long, dinners too private, smiles that didn't reach the eyes. Her lawyer, his loyalty thin, easily swayed. All the while, I wore my mask, calm, detached. A partner in court, composed, polite. Nobody suspected the storm roiling beneath my skin. I analyzed, connected dots, anticipated moves. Each tiny victory added to the tension inside me, a slow, meticulous crescendo. I didn't need confrontation yet. Let the trap tighten itself. Let the truth accumulate like a blade behind my ribs. The envelope arrived that morning, thick, heavy, clinical. DNA results, confirmed. Her lies, her betrayal, her manipulation, all laid bare in black and white. I didn't open it in panic. I handled it like a scalpel, cold, deliberate. Later, in court, I slid the report across the polished surface. Her fingers froze, brushing mine by accident. She looked at me, and I could see the fear beginning to bloom. "I suppose," I said softly, measured, "we should review the facts?" Her composure shattered, words stumbled, denial, shock, then something darker, guilt. The courtroom didn't need my explanation. The numbers, the dates, the evidence, they spoke louder than I ever could. I stayed calm, detached in a way that cut deeper than shouting ever could. Later, when we were alone, she tried the usual tactics, charm, deflection, blame. I smiled faintly, not the warmth she remembered, not the man she thought she controlled. "I knew," I said simply, "weeks ago. Every word, every gesture, calculated. Your lawyer, your boyfriend? Convenient, isn't it?" Her face paled. She realized the trap wasn't set by chance. I had orchestrated every step, observed every slip, anticipated every lie. You can't just—" I cut her off. "Oh, I already did, and now the truth is in front of everyone, including the judge, including you." She didn't argue, couldn't. I had stripped her of control quietly, surgically, without rage, without losing myself. She stared, broken, her empire of lies collapsing, while I remained untouched. Not even satisfaction, just recognition, precision, justice, silence. Walking out of the courthouse, the wind was sharp, clean. I breathed it in. The city didn't know what had happened inside those walls. Her betrayal burned behind me, but it no longer belonged to me, it belonged to her. No reconciliation, no apology, no final word necessary. Only clarity. I had won the quiet war. The world didn't applaud, but I didn't need it to. And as I stepped into the street, I realized the final truth. Some victories aren't loud, they're absolute. I was free, and she was just a cautionary tale.